Welcome, everybody, to the Techie Tony Marketing Podcast. My name is Techie Tony, and I am your host. For those of you that do not know me nor what I do, I show home-based business owners how to leverage technology to grow their business. This is episode 9. I am joined here with someone very special. Before I get into that, this episode is sponsored by someone by the name of Beverly Bellman. She's with a company called Euphoria. Euphoria Science is a healthy, focused lifestyle company. They have categories of products that work based on DNA analysis to create nutritional products that are unique to you. That being said, if you're looking to get healthy or stay healthy or make a change in your lifestyle, get in touch with Beverly. So let's get to it. Today, I am joined by a friend named Linda O'Brien. Linda, are you around?
I am. Hi.
I love this background. You guys will get it when she starts talking about her business. I bet you can't guess what she does. I am so excited to talk to her. Her name's Linda. She's just an awesome person. I've got to know her over the years. She's in our networking community. She's been through a lot in her business and her life, and I just want to take a moment to acknowledge her for doing what she's done to be on this podcast. I'm so excited to have her. So, Linda, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, me too. This is the first video podcast, so I'm a little nervous. I think we're both a little nervous.
That's okay. We'll get through it.
All right. So, Linda, let's just jump into it.
All right.
Live in Texas. I know that much. I know you're not originally from Texas. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I was born and raised in St. Louis, met my husband at UMSL, University of Missouri for St. Louis, for those that aren't in St. Louis. We'll be married 35 years this October. So I consider that a really great feat. We've been through a lot in our marriage and we've stuck by each other. And so it's just really great that we've gotten to this point, and now I can't imagine life without him. So 35 years, we've got 3 kids. Our oldest, we adopted in Peru when she was 4 weeks old. So she's the one that made me a mom. And then I have 2 biological sons after her. And I have 2 grandchildren. I have a granddaughter and a grandson. And I love being back in Texas because they were just here. And I'm like, I got to go. I got to be on a call. They were at the dentist, so they just stopped by to say hi because it's right down the street. And so I had to shush them out so I could get on this call.
Awesome. Well, you sound like you've, excuse me for 1 second while I grab my phone charger. Sounds like you've been through a lot with all of that.
Yeah, so.
Awesome. So I know you used to be a travel agent. You went by the name of Travel Gal Linda.
Yes. So
talk to me about that.
I still am a travel agent. And I still go by Travel Gal Linda, but as you know, COVID-19 hit. And in mid-March, the travel world was thrown a complete 180, did a 180. Everyone I had booked last year that was traveling this year, January, February, early March, I became a cancellation expert. So unfortunately, because of COVID, I think everyone but maybe 2 people canceled. I had a couple people rescheduled for later this year or next year. So yeah, so travel just, we were hoping it was just going to be a quick, 1 month thing, and then travel would be back. And by about mid-April, it was like, this isn't coming back for a while. In fact, I was talking to the owner of the agency the other day, and she's thinking it's going to be at least a year before travel's back.
I know a lot of small businesses got affected with COVID, but the travel industry was hit really, really hard.
Yeah, I was on pace to triple what I did last year. So if what I had done in January, February, and early March, I kept that pace up, I would have tripled what I did last year. So devastating.
In your definition, how did this pandemic affect the travel business? Like, what changed for you? Like what?
Well, it made me realize that although I love travel, I probably need to look at having other streams of income, because relying on one, my husband was also kind of in the travel industry. He worked for an enterprise rent-a-car, so they were hit hard too. But realizing that having all of our eggs in one basket was not a really good place to be. So having to think of other things to do to bring in income. So I have a health condition and I need to work at home. I have interstitial cystitis, which affects my bladder. So on a good day, I'm great. And I've been great for a long time. But on a bad day, I could be in the bathroom every 10 minutes. So I can't have a normal office job because the stress will put me into a flare. So I just have to be really careful what I do. And there's a lot of things I would love to do, but I can't because physically I can't do that. So a work at home position is perfect for me. And that's why travel was perfect, because I worked at home. We were all the travel gals are independent agents. So we all work at home. We all work for ourselves. I could work 24/7 if I wanted. I could work 2 days a week if I wanted. It was just absolutely perfect.
Yeah, because I've known you for what, has it been 4 years now? 3-4 years, something like that?
3 or 4, well, yeah, about 3 years.
And I remember networking with you at other networking groups, and you saying that you were a travel agent. You really branded yourself as Travel Gal Linda, and then this hit, and it was like, oh my God, what do I do? And
Yeah.
you like many others made a pivot. You pulled a strong pivot at that, from what I understand.
I made a huge pivot. So
You like took the whole family and moved across the state. Can you tell us a little bit about how you pivoted? I mean, with your health condition, you had to find something that could work for you. So what did you do to supplement the travel income?
So when travel started, when I realized it wasn't coming around, I started looking at, I use essential oils, I use Arbonne products, and I thought, okay, I'll just need to start selling those. But I know so many people that sell Arbonne and so many people that sell oils. And so I wasn't really looking forward to it, but I thought it was something I had to do. And then, wow. So like I said, my husband worked for Enterprise, things changed. We ended up back in Texas. What I didn't say before is we lived in Texas for 22 years. We moved back to St. Louis in 2017. Now we are back in Texas. We're actually back into the house we sold 3 years ago. So you talk about remarkable stories. It's just incredible. But I am selling wine. I remember meeting someone like back in November who sold clean crafted wines. And I thought it was so interesting because I like wine, but wine doesn't like me. So I get headaches, I get nasal congestion. I wake up in the middle of the night with heartburn. And so if I were to drink a glass of wine, I would have to really consider, do I really want to feel crappy? Drink this and feel crappy, or just not drink it at all? And so when all this happened, I thought, I'm going to call her and talk to her about the wine and get a little more information. So these wines are great. I tried them. I loved them. I felt great. I didn't feel headachy. I didn't get the congestion. I didn't wake up in the middle of the night. And I was like, I think I'm on to something, because one, people are drinking more. I mean, you walk down the street and you look at people's trash cans and it's, liquor bottles. And I thought, there's not many people selling wine. Every other person is selling oils or skincare products or nutritional products, but you don't run into many people selling wine. So I thought, this is what I'm going to do. So once we completed our moved into our house, is when I started. So right around the first part of July. So I totally pivoted from travel to wine. So now I'm known as Wine Gal Linda. I thought I'd kind of keep the same persona, but they do kind of go together. Wine and travel go together. So it was just a really kind of a natural thing for me, and I like wine, so why not?
Why not, right?
Why not? Yes.
So just to recap, you had a travel business. COVID hit. You packed you and your husband and went to Texas. You moved into the old house that you had and started a wine business.
Yeah, all in like what, 3 months time? Yeah.
Are you okay? Like, do you sleep at night? Or like that was probably Well, that explains the background that you have.
That explains my background. And sleeping for a while, no, I wasn't sleeping.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, trying to sell your house during a pandemic and pack up and move, and how does that all look? And I mean, everything just fell into place for us. There's no other, nothing, there's no other reason except God. God just put everything falling into place. Even a week after we decided to move, our old house coming for sale. You know, the house that we had completely remodeled, added a big outdoor kitchen, and only got to enjoy it one summer. And the whole time we're in St. Louis, we're like, oh, we just want our patio. And for that to come available is just God.
So, oh, wow. During a pandemic of all things, right? Wow. Well,
I know. Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
If you can do that, you can do anything. Like, there's no ifs or buts about it, right?
Right.
So, Linda, let's talk about your wine a little bit. Why should somebody purchase your wine versus the you going to Deerberg's in the aisle? I don't know anything about wine. Could you share with me and to the audience why?
Well, like I said, these are clean crafted. So what does clean crafted mean? Because I didn't know. Clean crafted goes above organic. So our grapes are grown usually on small family-owned vineyards. They're not these big commercial vineyards. The grapes are grown organically, no pesticides, no growth enhancers, nothing. What I didn't know is grapes are normally picked during the day and they sit out at the end of the row waiting for the truck to put them up to take them into the winery. Our grapes are picked at night, so they're not sitting out in the hot sun growing bacteria during the day. Because if the grapes are growing bacteria, when you make the wine, what do you have to do? You have to put something in the wine to stop the growth of bacteria. So those are additives. Our wine, we don't have any additives. We don't have any synthetic flavor enhancers, nothing. It's grapes and water.
Is it kind of healthy for you in a sense?
It's very healthy. They're vegan, they're keto, we don't add sugar. Did you know they add sugar to wine?
I'm not a big wine drinker, but
I had no clue. And that just kind of blew my mind because everything's like, watch your blood sugar, watch how much sugar you intake. Most of our wines, I was looking at some the other day, had 0.5 grams per liter. The wines I was sampling had 0.5 grams per liter, which is like almost nothing. One of them even had 0 grams per liter of sugar. So these are very healthy for you. If you're into clean eating, if you're keto, vegan, just want something without all the synthetic additives. There could be up to 300 additives in wine that they can put in and not tell you about.
Wow.
So, and these have 0. And like I was saying, the clean crafted, it's a step above organic. Once the wines are bottled, we actually send them to 2 different independent labs to have them tested to make sure that they are completely clean with no other additives.
Oh, wow. So they take it, the company takes it a step further and make sure it's their standards.
Yes.
So obviously you have a whole bunch of types of different wine. What is your personal favorite flavor? Do you have one?
Oh, I'm drinking wines I never thought I would drink. Well, you can't see it, but I got a whole bunch of empty wine bottles back here. My favorites have always been the spicier wines, like the Malbecs or the Syrahs. But I'll tell you what, I've not been a white wine drinker, but I find myself leaning more and more toward the white wines. I don't know if it's because it's so hot outside and they're just a little more refreshing because they're not as heavy. But yeah, it's hard to say.
So Linda, you obviously depend pretty heavily on social media and Facebook to grow your business. Like, how do you do this during a global pandemic? How do you make money? How do you survive? Like, what do you do to make this business turn when you can't go to actual meetings and things like that?
Well, it's hard. I mean, I do virtual meetings, but I try and post regularly and try and find really interesting content to post. And that's also kind of a drawback because it's hard to find interesting content. What I'm finding is the posts that work the best are the ones where people have to leave emojis or pick between this or that. So really, it's hard to say because I'm experimenting. I'm so new in the wine part of it that I'm experimenting to see what's working best and getting the most engagement.
So here's a hot tip in terms of that social media. There's a website called answerthepublic.com. I think I've shared this with you.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
it's kind of like what I like to think of as a content machine. If you just pop in wine to the search bar, it'll give you unlimited stuff to talk about. One of the things I like to do on social media is ask an open-ended question. I try not to ever make a post. Because if you just make a post, people can just read it and go, oh, it's a post. But people go on social media to be social, right? So if you ask a question, people are naturally going to go, oh, that's a question. I'd like to answer it. So what's your favorite type of wine? Did you know wine had sugar in it? Did whatever the question may be. Those are all questions that you can ask just to kind of stir the pot a little bit. So that's just kind of an idea for you to run with.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. So speaking of social media, I know you're kind of trying to figure it out. What's not working for you? What's something that's not getting you the result that you're looking for?
I would say just the informational posts, because just like you said, I'm not using those open-ended questions. And so it's hard. I'm not getting engagement when I do an informational post.
Yeah.
And so I'm finding myself doing more of the fun posts, but that's not the information I really want to convey. I want to convey how the wines are clean crafted. They're good for you. They're, don't have any synthetics in them. But it's hard to do when, because part of the whole social media thing is to get engagement. And
Right. You got to have engagement.
Yeah.
What I would do is consider maybe doing your lives and stuff on your business page, because your business page has analytics and things that show when your peak performing post times were, what your audience is, how many men saw it, how many women, what was the age range. When you post on your personal page, it's literally just like post and hope, So if you do it on your business page, you might get a little bit better of a result. We can talk about that at a later time, but just something to consider moving forward with your business. What's something that is working on social media?
I would say the fun posts.
Okay.
Because it's getting people to see the post and respond.
Mm-hmm.
But
okay.
Yeah, so the fun posts are the ones getting the engagement.
Do you, can you host like a virtual wine party, like with Zoom? Is that something you can do, or?
I can. In fact, the people in St. Louis probably know Marcy Handler of the Cocoa Exchange.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, I know. Chocolate, right?
Chocolate and wine can't really.
Well, so last week we did a chocolate and wine pairing, and I'm going to do a Wine Down Wednesday happy hour for a Facebook group that I'm part of here in Texas. And I want to do a wine and cheese pairing. Okay.
Do you know when that is?
I haven't set that one up yet. The Wine Down happy hour is the 26th, I believe, at 5 o'clock. So if anyone wants to be a part of that, they can just either let you or me know, and I can add them to the list.
Awesome.
We'll see if this works. We're going to play COVID bingo.
COVID bingo. That sounds interesting.
It'll be interesting. I'm just praying it works.
Well, you got to do something. Got to stay positive during this difficult time. I think it's difficult.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun. So.
Yeah. So Linda, I know that you literally get paid to drink wine, which is really good. Anybody wants some additional income, get paid to drink wine and talk to people. It's not really. It's probably the easiest business you'll ever be in.
It's great. And, if anyone needs to pivot and just, make a little bit of extra money during this time, let me know. I'd love to have people join me on this journey because it's a lot of fun. It really is. I love learning about wine and tasting it. Yeah, really good.
So how do people get their wine? Like, what are their options? Is there a membership? Can you buy individually? Can you just?
There's several ways. So the website is scoutandcellar.com/winegallinda. You can buy individual bottles. The best way is they have a couple of 2-bottle sets. So if anything is a set, shipping is included. And usually, like I know the one, they have a birthday set because August is our 3rd birthday at Scout and Cellar. So it's $49, includes shipping. It's 2 bottles of wine. The one bottle itself is $35. So it's a pretty good deal.
Is that a pretty good price for wine? I don't really know much about it.
Well, $49 to have 2 bottles of wine shipped is really good.
Oh, okay.
The least expensive bottle we have, and I took it over to my niece's house last night for dinner and we drank it all, is $16.
Oh,
So when you add shipping on top of that, and 16 is a really good price point for wine.
yeah.
Um, Another really, really good option is the Scout Circle Club, which is the wine club. You can order 4, 6, or 12 bottles. You can have it delivered monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly. So if you're not a huge wine drinker, you could get 4 bottles delivered every 3 months for $89, and that includes the shipping. That's how I tried the wine, and it really was such a great deal. And like I said, the wine was good. I enjoyed both the red and the white, and I'm like, I'm sold.
So how long does it take for shipping for somebody to?
It takes about 7 to 10 days.
Okay.
Depending on if you order earlier in the month, it may be closer to 7. If you order the last day of the month, it may be closer to the 10. But we also have what we call safe ship in the summer. So the boxes come lined. It's got about a padding, which is probably about a ½ inch all the way around the entire box. And it's also packed with ice packs so the wine doesn't get too hot. Now they're not, I'm here in Dallas and the wine is shipped from Dallas and the ice packs are melted by the time it gets to me, but it keeps the wine from overheating. So in St. Louis, it's going to be virtually the same thing, but so don't expect the ice packs to be frozen solid is what I'm saying, but it keeps the wine from overheating.
Okay. And then Linda, who would be your ideal customer for this?
Ideal customer would be someone who, like I said, likes wine, but wine doesn't like them. So if they get headaches, if they have any side effects from drinking wine, I would encourage them to try these wines and see if they can drink these wines. Not everyone will. I know that the company does have a 100% guarantee that they will do the right thing. So if you get it and it makes you sick, the company will make it right. I don't mean you get sick like it makes you sick, like you have.
Yeah, it's just not for you. Something's
It's just not for you. Yeah. So that's really good that you can order with confidence, knowing that the company is going to make it right. Another good customer is someone who wants to eat clean. You know, we've got lots of people doing keto, and a lot of people are vegan and vegetarian, and they want to do the clean 30 eating. Those are great people because there are no additives in the wine.
So you literally have a business. You have a home-based business that you can do on social media.
I do.
You can drink the wine.
And I do.
You can be. You're like, and I do. I can be healthy, and I do. Linda, this has been very educational. I don't think a lot of people know that a wine could even be a business. Like, who would have thought that if you love something that you could have a business, a really easy business at that? Who doesn't like wine?
I know. That's why when I knew I needed to pivot, and I happened to see this woman that I met back in November, when I saw her on this Zoom call, I was like, that's it. That's what I need to do. So, yeah.
Wine Gal Linda now. No.
Wine Gal Linda. So, and that's my Facebook page is Wine Gal Linda. So check me out there.
Okay. What's your contact information? Your phone number, website, things like that?
My phone number is a St. Louis number, 636-312-6446. And my email is winegallinda@gmail.com. And I am still doing travel. So travel will always be my number one, near and dear to my heart. I love the wine, but travel's just that much more. And that is travelgallinda@gmail.com.
Yeah. And in terms of travel, Linda, I mean, is now a good time to maybe buy a plane ticket, for later on in 2021? I hear prices are kind of low.
Prices are low for travel right now. For 2021, I think I would hold off a little.
Okay.
Even I hate to say this, but I've even had people calling me for vacations for next summer, and I feel like the rates are a little high.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of telling people if they like the rate, let's go ahead and book. But if you think it's a little high, let's hold off and see what happens.
So when travel comes, you can just travel with wine as well. Can you do that? Can you put wine in your suitcase?
Yes.
Can
It
you?
has to be checked.
I didn't know you
It
could.
has to be checked, but you can do that.
Oh, look at that. See, now you can be travel wine girl Linda. All of the above. Linda, this has been amazing. Like, congratulations on your pivot. I mean, I know that this COVID stuff hit so hard for so many different businesses, and you of all people just made a really big. I mean, I started a podcast. You took your whole family and went, "Okay, we're moving to Texas." Like
Oh,
that's not a that's not a
and
thing.
oh my gosh, Tony, it's so stupid. We moved the hottest part of the year. I mean, it's just been insane. It was 105 yesterday,
Oh my gosh.
and it was beautiful in St. Louis. But yeah, so if you're moving to Texas, don't move in the summer.
Yeah, no.
Just a little FYI there.
Not that you had a choice. You just, pick the day and go. It just happened to be the
Hey,
summer in Texas, right?
everything just fell into place. So here
What
we are.
city, what city did you guys move to?
We are north of Fort Worth. We're about 15 minutes west of DFW Airport. We're in a small town called Trophy Club, built around a golf course. It's a really small town feel in a big metroplex.
Oh, okay.
If everyone's familiar with Grapevine, South Lake, Keller, Roanoke, we're kind of in that area.
Got it. Well, congratulations on all your success.
Thanks.
I know pivoting was not easy. I know moving your whole life to another state was not easy. But as you said, the Lord works in mysterious ways and everything panned out, which is great.
Yes.
So if anyone's looking to, work from home, maybe you lost your job or whatever it may be, this is an excellent opportunity for you to not only drink wine at home and feel relaxed, but to have a business and really learn how to grow that business using social media, because I'm sure they provide training and things like that for you.
Yes, they do.
So if anyone's looking for that, please feel free to reach out to Linda. And again, congratulations on all your success. Linda O'Brien, everybody.
Thanks, Tony, this was so much fun. Thank
It
you.
was fun. I learned a lot about wine. Like I said, I love this background. I just think it's just the best thing ever. And when you get up and go, like you disappear into the wine yard, it's really
Just like I walked down that row, right? That row right there.
So again, congratulations on your success. If you need anything, I'm here to help, Linda. Thank you so much for coming on. We'll get you your link to download everything in the MP3 file, and I will talk to you soon, okay?
Okay, great. Thanks, Tony.
Bye, Linda. Thank you.
Bye.